Hello there, my name is Emin, EMCsoft, and in this video I will continue my Bitrix administration course. Today we will continue discussing leads. So I've got a plan here. Today we'll discuss responsible for the lead and how you can set up responsible person manually or automatically. Some must change responsible person of the lead in Kanban view and lead view, in Kanban view, list view, and repeated leads. What mean repeated leads? And how you can process duplicates and how you can convert lead to deal correctly. So how we can set up responsible person for the lead? Originally, when you create a lead manually, for example, you click create a lead. So you give a name of a lead and you put contact details, or instead of client data, you can put data in fields of the lead, but also you can set up a responsible person. So put last name, phone, email. Okay. So Emin, and email. Right. Also, you can set up a responsible person of the lead manually. So you can click change and select person who should be responsible person for that particular lead. So you can set up by just type the name of that person here and set up him, okay? Or you can select from departments. So it means that you can see departments which you establish here, discussed last time. So if I'm going to the lead, I'm going to the company. So you set up departments here and you can see that those departments here, and you can select people based off that departments. Right. So with how we can do that manually, but usually you get in leads automatically from Open Channel, from CRM Forms, from Facebook, from Google Ads, uploading them by list. Do you have some integration with our first system via webhooks, and you getting leads automatically in your system, and the responsible person usually set up automatically as well, but also you can set up a responsible person using robots. Actually, I got a special training course regarding robots, and I actually discussed already how you can set up responsible person manually, but in that particular video I'll discuss it again, right? So if you go to automation rule, you can set up a different person is responsible person for the lead on each stage. For example, if you create a lead here, and you can select here manage workflow items and change responsible person. Okay, and the new responsible person will be some person from the departments, or you can select even by the roles. Okay, for example, I will use this person, responsible person, as me. Change behalf of responsible means current responsible person of the lead, and you can set up some conditions, right? And actually you can do that for each stage. Sometimes it's necessary. For example, you run in a sales department which run in 2 stages, but invoice should be sent not by responsible person but by the accounting. So you need to copy this. Okay, now by special permissions, which I'll discuss in a later video, you can do that. A responsible person, once he moved lead in that stage, he not responsible person of the lead. Responsible person of the lead will be a accountant, and that accountant will can communicate with clients, set up invoices. Previous responsible person of the lead will not able to do anything inside of the lead except just to view that data. Okay, so you can do is like this. So new responsible person will be going to accounting department, set up accountant and responsible person. Also, you need to set up previous responsible person as observer. Okay, so you can create a new robot, change observer, move here, and I select observer, which is a previous responsible person. Okay, so responsible. Okay, what does that mean? That robot, so you need to set up that in parallel. No, in parallel waiting means that it should be executed first, and that should be executed after the previous robot. Okay, that means that a responsible person will be set up as observer, then responsible person accountant will be assigned as responsible person. Okay, and invoice send. So let's check who is here. So in that lead, I'm responsible person. I'm clicking here, and I see here that responsible person new as accountant. I'm an observer. Okay, and later, with stages you can start the same manner. Actually, by permissions you can set up that you're not able to change the stages manually, and by robot you can create a task, and once a counter will execute, for example, task will have a name, send invoice to client, and once he set up that task as done, then lead change the stage to another stage, and vice versa. Responsible person will become an observer, and observer become a responsible person. So this is how we can automate responsible person for the lead. Also, another useful thing, which is time to time customer asks me to do, is that you can set up responsible person by condition. For example, you've got special field inside of the deal, and we can set up that field like by region, where from that lead came to. It doesn't matter for now where from that lead came. That will be just an example of a condition. For example, region or lead region, and we click here US, Europe, South America, okay, and etc. Right? So, and acquire it, so we can ignore that for now, and I will select here, for example, US. Okay, and for example, if for that stage, or even for that stage actually, we can set up a following robot. Change responsible person, so we can delete that for now, we don't need this, and change responsible person. For example, we can add the condition, and if lead with field region, lead region equal to United States, then set up responsible person, for example, Stefan. Okay, save, action, copy, edit. If region equal to Europe, then set up responsible person Marcos, save, copy, and so on. Actually, you can select South America. For example, it's important if you got different employees who speak different languages, right? So Portuguese, Spanish, and English. So I will create a lead now, just test, and I'm responsible person by default. Okay, so created, responsible didn't change. Okay, let's check what we have done wrong. So let's set up Mike Smith, for example, so equal to United States. Okay, let's create a lead with United States, and in that case, responsible person for that lead should be Stefan, because I selected region United States. United States, by default it's me, so I put some currency and save. Okay, so Stefan is responsible person for that lead because we set up region as United States. Okay, let's try again and select region as Europe and save. Let's set up as config not require. So Marcos, because we set up as Europe. And let's try, for example, South America, and now should be Mike Smith. Good. Now this is by condition, so you can assign different condition, and also you can set up a condition to change a responsible person for some certain of time. It's a matter then, for example, you set up some responsible person for the lead, and after a while person do not do any action. So actually if he take lead for the action, he need to, for example, move lead for that stage. But if he didn't, he need to that lead should be assigned to another person. Okay, let's delete all this, and it's equal, for example, let's leave United States. Also add another condition. No, it would be one condition. For example, we assign Stefan as a responsible person for United States, but if he is not reply, we can assign another person who is deal with United States as well. Okay, So go into manage workflows, change responsible person, and select new responsible person. For example, we will mark deal with United States, and we can do a wait. Wait means that execute that robot after this robot which is before. In time, for example, 1 hour. Let's set up 1 minute because we need to show that immediately right now, but you can set up 1 hour. Means that if Stefan will not take that lead, it will not move to the next stage. A responsible person of that lead will be automatically assigned to Marcus. Okay, save. So 10 minutes, because in a cloud you have a limits for at least 10 minutes. For work self-hosted you can run even 1 minute, but in cloud you got such restrictions. Okay, so I'm not going to wait for 10 minutes. I will just use current time, and that robot will just execute this and then execute this. But in your case, you should understand that you need to run condition after 10 minutes, 1 hour, for example. Okay, so let's set up, create a new test. So set up Marcus immediately. Okay, you can create the same carousel. So it means that responsible person, after an hour or 10 minutes he didn't pick up that lead. I assign another responsible person with notification, of course. So in my previous video I explained how you can give notifications. Employee address, like add notification that you are a new responsible person and so on. What happens is that, for example, you assign responsible person. If you didn't pick up the lead, it didn't move to that stage, check client data stage. After 10 minutes, that lead got another person. If you didn't pick up that lead and didn't move to the second stage, then after 10 minutes you got another responsible person, and you can check all your employees and with alerts for all employee that he is now a responsible person, and send notification to supervisor as well that probably he should take that lead because nobody want to take it. Then, for example, you go to CRM Form and the settings, and inside of a CRM Form, I will put more detail in my now video about CRM Forms, but here I will just explain that in our settings you can assign responsible person for the form. That means that if somebody will put his name and surname, email and phone number, a new lead will be created and that person will be responsible person for the lead. Also, the same story for the open channels. So website widget, for example, and somebody chatting with you, and you can open channels, configure it here, and you got responsible person for that chat. You can assign, we'll discuss open channels as well in my other videos, but because we did today discussing the responsible person, I want to mention that as well, that you can select a queue, and everybody means that everybody will see that message. Okay, and who is responsible, who will reply to that message and click reply, take that open channel to the action, then he will become a responsible person. But also can set up evenly, means that 1 by 1, and in quiet, actually it's quite the same. They set up 1 by 1, and you got time waiting 1 minute. Okay, so it's like if some of them will reply and only that person, for example, see that incoming message, if he reply, then he becomes responsible person for the lead and in the end open channel chat inside of that lead. And also, for example, when you upload a lead here by import leads, for example, you've done some mistake or you want to buy some special condition, set up another person as a responsible person for that leads. So for example, by some conditions you can select here, okay, and for example, you can some information which is valuable for you, you can select some leads here and select action and change responsible person. Okay, and apply. And we need to see here responsible person. Okay, now for example, for some reason we need to select the list leads and assign change responsible person to test user. Also, you can do it the same thing in Kanban. You can select leads here based on some conditions, for example, based on stage, and assign responsible person. Assign to all of them test user. Okay, responsible person. And actually here you can just extract who is responsible person. Okay, the responsible person. Okay, let's go further. We discussed this. Repeat leads. Repeat leads just mean that if, for example, you got leads created and you got client contacts connected to the lead, I mean that this is a repeat lead. Okay, so you see that because I connected client data to the lead, it became automatically a repeat lead because I already used contact details of that particular person from my database. That tells to the system that this is a repeat leads. Okay, let's go further. Processing duplicates. So you can use a duplicate control. You can just start searching for leads with the same full name, phone, and email. So in that case, I think you should ignore full name and check only phone and email. Okay, and just start scanning. So we're searching for duplicates. Okay, back to CRM. Let's create a new one. Let's create leads with the same phone number and email. Okay, and I will put the same data here. Okay, duplicate control, start scan. So duplicates found. Merge duplicates automatically, but I think that you need to select merge duplicates manually because you can check each lead. Then you can see the data is correct. Select which lead you most like or got more data. If, for example, you want to use data from here, for example, to different regions, you click here and that's it. So that main data selected here, but only this field will be copied to that main lead. Okay, and merge. Okay, that's it. So also you can set up merge duplicates control, means that it will check for duplicates daily and just will give you a very annoying notification right here. You got a new duplicate leads. Right, the last thing, it's very important that how you can convert lead to deal. For example, if you got lead with client data, when you click complete lead, you got an option only deal, means that you shouldn't generate contact the company from that data because you already got that contact data inside of the lead. You just need to click generate deal. Okay. That message means that you created a new custom fields, which is lead region, and the same field automatically will be created in deals, because otherwise you will not able to copy data from lead to deal. Okay, so continue. Okay, so you're now inside of a deal and you got the same data. Right, but for example, mainly you will have a lead and you have phone number, email, and actually I need to select name and surname. Where's last name? Last name should be here. Yeah, last name should be here. And we need to put it right here. So in that last name, you need to put last name. For example, you got some information inside of the lead, you need to convert it to complete lead. But in that case, you got an option. Create deal, contact, and company, because using that data, you can create a contact and company, but there is no company name. And in that case, I need to also put here somewhere a company name. Okay, so contact means that I will create object for contact, which is Emin Mamedov, phone number, email. I will create object company, which is company name, phone number, and email. But also you're able to create only contact, like Emin Mamedov, phone number, email, or only company name and this one. Right, but also you can create only deal, only contact the company, only contact, only company. Or you have an option to select from the list and connect that lead to particular contact or particular company. Okay, let's try all of this. Contact company. Okay, you got a deal. I got contact, and I got company. So contact M in the middle, phone number. So if I'm going to a contact, I got phone number, email, and name and surname, and connected to the company. We're already connected to each other. Deal connected to the contact connected to a company, but contact and company connect to each other as well. Okay, so I got company name and got phone number. So I can select here email. Okay, so good. Now, let's go to another lead. Don't need that. Name, okay, and then I convert that and I create only contact, deal and contact. Go to the general, right? So I got the deal, test, and I got contact. There is no company. And if I would move it, so I got a company but no contact. Okay, right, but also I can convert that data and store only deal. So I got a deal but no contact details. So that means that actually contact details I will miss, because this default fields, not custom fields, and they should not be copied. And in that case, I'm just ignore contact details. And also, what else? I got a deal, so contact and company only. Okay, let's create contact company. So I got contact, and I got company as well. Okay, and contact separately, company separately, and select from the list, so I can connect that particular lead for particular company. Okay, and I go here, apply. So I see that the lead connected to the company, lead created, and also I can see that in history. Added linked entity, lead test 3. Okay, when you convert lead to the deal, but also you can understand that lead is junk lead, so means that you got that lead by mistake. You can convert that junk. That means that you will never ever use that lead forever. But in good lead stage means that that lead converted to a deal, and this is a good lead. But also you need to create a third stage and put the leads which is not converted to a deal, but also that leads is good leads. For some reason it didn't convert to them to a deal because they do not interested for your service right now. Okay, so if you go to here to the settings, CRM settings, and you can add here a new stage. Okay, and it will be stage like future use, or for email marketing, for SMS marketing, for something on marketing which you will use that lead. Just let them know that you don't forget about them, and probably if you, for example, put them to Google Ads for marketing, they will start thinking about you more seriously. Okay, for example, I'll put that for email marketing. Okay, and change, for example, not green but blue. Okay, and then when you're working for that leads in Kanban stage, so you can convert that lead, complete lead, and the junk lead, and for email marketing. Okay, and save. And later you can use that stage for mail marketing, for SMS marketing, for Google remarketing, and for Facebook and Instagram remarketing. So you can extract emails, phone numbers, and use them again. Okay, right, I think that's it for now. Not complicated, short video. And if you like that video, click like, and if you got questions regarding that video, please put your questions in comments under that video. So thank you and bye bye.